Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Shikanoko Nokonoko Koshitantan episode number 7 reaction. So the previous episode, it was an interesting episode because the first half of the episode was made up of smaller, like few small little things, small little mini scenes or sections, and it was small little skits, fun little funny stuff, and we had I think 18 or 20 of them, something like that, and each had its comedic parts and everything, and that was the first half, and the second half was basically spent with Tsuchinoko, according to Shikanoko. That is it's like a weird tuft of horn. That's what it looks like, and it's apparently alive. And Shikanoko thinks it's a Tsuchinoko, and it eats chalk or something like that, and weird things. In the end, the student council president, not president, sorry, the student council, that girl, what's her name, Neko Yamada, yeah, she ends up getting attached to it, and she's like, oh, I'm going to take care of it. And so by the end of it, it turns out Neko Yamada and Kostan, both of them will be taking care of that, that thing, that Tsuchinoko thing. The student council and the Deer Club both will be jointly participating for the well-being of that Tsuchinoko. So yeah, that's what happened. Anyways, let's see what more stuff happens today, what more craziness. Episode number 7, I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is a preference, and let's begin. Okay, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Damn, what is this? Oh, you're approaching me. Wait, what? Oh, right. What is that? Right. Yeah, Shikakone. So it's like a beauty pageant or something? I don't know. Hmm. Dear Kalei, streaming hospitality and such. Okay. No. Yeah. Wow. Fair. One owner and one deer. Oh, yeah. So it is like a, yeah, dog show for a so deer show basically. Okay. Damn. But why does Chino, what's her name? Uncle? because she's, yeah, the owner and the deer. Must be in good health. Deadbeat. Yeah. Bruh. Sika Records. Oh wow, then there's no point in discussing about it. Win. Oh, she's going to be like, yeah, yeah, maybe they'll get like a good, like a prize or something. I don't know. What? We're gonna win this. Wow. What type of training? Hmm. Okay. Oh boy. Oh, damn. Okay. What? Damn, this flower's blooming all over. Yeah, she needs to do this. Okay. You can see it? Yeah. Bruh. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Man, nah, yeah, I don't. Wow, I'll make you the proper one. Wow. Oh wow, that's how she become a delinquent? Yes. Shikanoko's the one who's teaching her. No, you're not the one. Um, okay. Oh. Well, as you can see. Well, rehearsal. Damn. Well, there you go. That's unfortunate. Hmm. Hmm. Shikanoko check. Hmm. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay, so she told her to do it. Hmm. Yeah, that is true. 108 yen? Bro. Oh, damn. A lot of people are coming. What? Alright. Venison. What? Oh! So precious. Yeah? Yeah? One and only dear. Oh, she's gone. Um, right. No, you're not supposed to do it there. There is a tree stump for you for exactly for that reason. I was gonna say that. Okay. Yeah. Wow. uh, the, the angry president. Well, it's working. People are watching. That's all you need. What? Hello? Yeah, what is happening? Oh my god. Yeah. Oh my god, there's more. Okay, what? Yeah, this is how you use your antlers? What the hell is wrong with this chat? Well, she was gonna give you. Oh, okay, I guess she can just take it like that. Wait, these are independent. Yeah, Will. Wow. Is this a dream? Is she dreaming or something? She might be. Or maybe not. This show is weird, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is actually happening. No, this will probably get viral, you know. Ah. Yeah, we need to take care of your antlers. I think this is a dream. This is extremely weird. Even okay, this is a dream. Oh. Oh my god. So it automatically falls off. Oh, okay. Wow. Uncle's there. Oh, the rice. Tanabe channel. Damn. Wait, how many views did that get? I need to count the zeros. Hmm. God. Okay. Hmm. Damn. He's quite famous. Oh no, who is this? Is this Shikanoko? Oh no, it's Costa. Okay. Yeah. Oi, hello? Okay, he's one of the normal ones. He's actually being like, what the hell is this? There we go. The first person I actually saw, like I said, the first person except Kostan. Yep. Wait, what? Oh no. What the hell are you doing? What are you? What is she doing with her antlers? Hmm. Um. Yeah. Um. Probably wants shikasenbe. I don't know. Oh, okay. Never mind. She's gonna take it and put it there. Yeah. Like a coat hanger. Oh wait. Oh wow. Oh no. Okay. Okay. But there's no Shiga Senbei. Like what? She's not gonna be happy. Yeah. Oh no. There you go. Well, yeah, she's a deer, that's why. You know. Oh no. Yeah. 1 star. You're gonna get 1 star. Oh lord. Okay. JK. Um. Right. I love how Bostan is just like, bruh. Hey. Well, it's food. You're supposed to eat it. That's why. Oh boy. I think she's happy. She, you know, bruh. She's teaching him now. Yeah. Oh my god, what the? Um, right. She got stuck. Wow, he learned something from this encounter. Wow. Where's the wind coming from? Hello? uh, oh my god. Okay. All right. Okay, and that was today's episode. Um, right. So today's episode was basically okay. The first part was the deer calais, the whole that whole thing that Shikanoko wanted to go and participate in, and you know in the end it didn't really work. Then there was the whole live streaming, in my tube. Again, it did work. However, Koshitan doesn't want to do it anymore because it was too damn embarrassing. And then we had the whole wait, what was his name? Subameyama, I think something like that. He's that girl's sister, the one in the student council. No, sorry, sorry. He's the brother. I'm calling him sister. He's the brother of her. So he like that whole section where he wanted to be like the perfect host for any type of customer that's going to come. But turns out this time the customer wasn't a person; it was a deer. So he wasn't ready for it. But he learned something. He learned that it's kind of funny because I thought they were going to make a whole joke out of it, like, oh, but in the end he actually did learn something, which is, as he said, that not to fall under like, oh, like he was kind of assuming that, oh, it's like a high school girl, so she'll probably like some kind of like a J-pop or like some kind of like a cute thing or something. So he was like, in the end he was like, I shouldn't like put labels on people like that. I know, like, to become like a person who's like really like properly hosting as the host of this, like, this place, the person who's like the for the customers, to give like the proper hospitality. I need to properly understand what person needs what, not to just have preconceived notions of like, oh, this person might like something like this, something like that. So he was like, which in the end it was actually something that I guess by the end of it did really help him, because that was true. He was just, in the beginning he was like, oh, like it's like some high school girls, so that might probably like something like this. And but at the end of the day, I feel like it's kind of impossible to properly do it like that, because a lot of people who will be coming into your shop will be strangers, so you won't really know them or know their tastes, what they want. So it's kind of difficult to properly guess and understand like what type of food they want or what type of music they want just from looking at them. It's kind of impossible, so it's a difficult job, obviously, but now he knows like he shouldn't like have like preconceived notions and like put them like like all in the same category. Like every person is different, he now knows. So like I said, in the end, it was kind of funny because he did kind of end up learning something. I thought they were going to make a whole joke out of it, but in the end he did learn something, which was nice, I guess. But yeah, but up until that point it was hilarious what was happening, and how he was like trying his best to properly give Shikanoko the things that she wanted. But unfortunately the shop never really served a deer before, so he's not really accustomed to any of this. Right. It's funny how, like, the narrator and even I was like, damn, is this finally to get a person who's actually surprised by the fact that there's a freaking deer in the middle of everything, you know. And yeah, he surprisingly he's the more normal one. He's kind of like Koshtan, where Koshtan was the only one who kind of questioned, who was like, what the hell? Like, is nobody finding this weird? There's a freaking deer among us. Like, how the hell is everyone just okay with it? you know so he's also kind of like that, so in that sense you can say that he's one of the more normal ones. But obviously this this is like a whole ass gag anime, so there will be very limited amount of people who will be like normal like this, and usually when they are, most of them like will fall under the sukkomi category, the one who will always like like do the sukkomi part, you know so that kind of thing. Anyways, yeah, so that's what happened today basically. Today's episode actually had quite a few amount of like Shikanoko and Koshtan, both of them kind of like section when they had to like work together. For example, the first part where they were learning about, like how to go in front of the stage, in the deer calais, that whole thing that was going to happen. Go in front of the judges, how to properly, like appeal to them, and then that whole thing they were trying. And then there was the whole live stream as well. Again, teamwork over there as well. And it was funny because the video did get kind of viral in the end, as we see. Wait a minute, how many views did it get? I need to check this. Live stream, the Deer Club's first stream, Deer Club channel. Wait a minute, 1 2 3 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Wait, 10 million views? That's 10 million, isn't it? Bro, how? Oh my god, are you? Yeah, well, it's 10 million. Great. Uh, I could understand 1 million. I've never. That is wild. Imagine a live stream of introducing your day. But you know what? Whatever happened in that stream was pretty damn entertaining. That whole thing. So it wouldn't surprise me how everyone was just like, damn, and everyone looked at the video. Yeah, and also, like as they said, they did get quite a big amount of funding from that. I'm sure they got quite a bit of like from that, because 10 million views, that's a lot. Like you could probably, yeah, like they definitely got a good chunk out of that. And yeah, so you know what, unfortunate they didn't continue it, because they probably would become like extremely popular. Right. And yeah, that was today's episode. Another funny episode. Basically, just Koshitan and Shikanoko, both of them trying to do some new things, in the end failing to do it, and then the whole section in the end with that part. Okay, now let me talk about this episode scene by scene. In the very first scene, we get to see Shikanoko come in with a Shika 2024 collection, or Shikakole as they call it, and she's like, this thing, and everyone's like, oh, it's a Shikakole, and Kostan's like, bruh, what is that? I have never heard of it. So even Anko knows about it, and Anko was like, it's like a like Shika no Ana presence. What? Okay. Entry rules: must enter as pair of one owner and one deer, no exceptions, must be in good health, that's all. So yeah, it is called deer collection or deer colle. Basically, the deer and their owner is going to come in front of the stage. It's basically like there'll be a ramp. You have to walk on top of it and go in front of the judge, kind of, I don't know, probably do something, entertain them, show your appeal, and then go back. It's like a like one of those like those competition television shows, where you're supposed to go and show your talent or whatever, like a talent show, something like that, I'm assuming. So that's what you're supposed to do. And there you go. And Shikanoko's like, I want to participate in it. Obviously, she's like, yeah, whatever, go and do it. But Shikanoko's like, I need you to come with me, because you're supposed to be my owner. And this is where Koshitan is like, when did I become your owner? And they have this whole thing. And Shikanoko's like, oh my god, my own owner did abandon me. And she starts just dramatically saying stuff like this. And Nokotan is like, come on, Koshitan is like, come on, what the hell is going on here? Either way, while all of that is happening, the one thing that makes Koshitan change his mind is when they're like, oh, if we're able to win this, then our names will go far and wide. People will know about us, and you'll get a good reputation, and you'll get money out of it as well. With which you can probably make this club a lot more cuter. Now, obviously, this is one thing that she always wanted, to make the club more cuter. She tried her best before as well to do it, Kostan, but she failed multiple times. The first time she tried to do it, her sister came and destroyed everything, if you remember. I remember she stayed up late at, no, she woke up early in the morning and went through the whole way to bring in cute little decorations and stuff. And her sister came and destroyed everything. So she tried her best to do this, but it really never ever succeeded. So this time, this is what makes Kostan change her mind, and she's like, wait a minute, what did he say? We'll have good reputation. Obviously, that's one thing she definitely wants. We'll get money. That's also something that she wants. We can decorate this place. Again, that's something she wants. So Kostan is like, all right, let's do it. We're gonna win this, And yeah, so they're like, all right, let's start practicing. So this is where Shikanoko's like, okay, basically, you're supposed to go in front of me and then call me, and then I'm going to come to you. And Kostan tries her best to do it in a very cutesy way. She was like, oh, come here, Shikanoko, come here. And starts clapping and everything. Shikanoko poses her whole face out with her antlers. And she's like, what the hell is this? This is not any way to show your bond with your deer. I'm going to teach you how to do it. And she starts dancing and everything. Oh boy. And Kostan's like, I have to do this? And she's like, yes, you have to do this for the club. And she's like, fine, whatever. And then they practice. They practice a lot. And finally on the day, she was on one of the days, she was practicing, and the teacher comes in and sees her acting like that, and the teacher's like, oh, okay, yeah, sometimes you also need to let loose, even though you're the role model student, still sometimes you're a human. Sometimes you need to get a little bit lax, a little bit chill. So that's probably what you're doing. It's fine, I don't judge. And Kostan was all embarrassed and everything. Anyways, yeah, the Deer Kale was a failure. They didn't win. It was Tsunoyama-san from Nara Park. They won it. It's unfortunate. Maybe next year. So yeah, that was the first part. The second part was them live streaming, and Kostan is like, alright, I'm going to live stream. And she remembers basically her teacher was like, oh, you can do this, just show, make a video and show everyone that, oh, this is what you're doing, everyone will be interested. And at first, again, Kostan wasn't really interested, but then the teacher's like, oh, whatever money you make out of it, you can keep it and you make use of it. Yeah, definitely, she's going to do it. She's like, all right, let's try. So I love the fact that she actually waited for Basame and Anko to not be there because she was embarrassed, as we see. So she gets ready and she opens the stream and she was like, oh, hello everyone, this is the Deer Club. I am the president of this club, and I'm supposed to be taking care of a deer. Let me introduce you to our deer, our one and only resident deer. And you can see here, if you look at the chat, you can already see that Anko and Basame are already here. Here we go. You can see the chat is writing deer. There's a deer. It's a deer. A deer, I've never seen one before. Deer. One, cough, deer. That was Anko. Bah, venison, deer. Oh Lord. Yeah. So, and then Shikanoko comes in from the back and just almost uses the antler to just, yeah. And people are writing stuff like precious, in a heartwarming way, precious. For example, Nokoshi is so precious. Yeah, well, that's basically how chat works sometimes, Nokoshi is so precious. Right. This kind of reminds me of the whole the way they said Nokoshi is so precious, that whole thing. It reminds me of I'm assuming that's how the whole people who are too far gone into the whole the weeb territory, they kind of talk like that and everything. I remember a character like this in another show. I'm sure most of you have seen it. It's Steins Gate. Daru is a character who is like exactly like this, who talks in this way, like like, and it uses a lot of like otaku lingo, like like a lot of like abbreviations and stuff. It was very entertaining to, like watch him talk and like like use those abbreviation and stuff. Like for example, I remember a few of the abbreviations that he used. It was pretty funny. Like he used to say something like um what is that, like kitakore, KTKR, kitakore, and a few other like lingos he used to use. I don't properly remember, but when I played the Steins Gate visual novels, he used to use these lingos so much. And like yeah, like it was very entertaining. So basically that is that lingo, like in the chat, in like like the whole, they use these type of like like abbreviations and stuff. And this way, like for example, a lot of characters like are called as tan. So and they made like a nickname for Nokotan as Nokoshi, stuff like this. So I was guessing like that's why they were like one of the people in the chat was talking like that. Right. But anyways, yeah, Shikanoko's then just like scratching her antler in the wall, and Koshitan's like, come on, you have a tree stump for that exact purpose. Why are you like damaging the wall? What are you, a cat? Oh my god. Right, so here we go. And you can see like Koshitan is like getting dragged into her face, and she's like, "Oh my God, this is exactly going the way it goes. I cannot let this happen. I need to bring everything back to normal." And she's like, "Okay, like enough is enough. Come on, sit down beside me, Shikanoko. Let's talk to the chat." And she sits down, and her antlers are drooping, and Koshitan is like, "What is going on? Why is her antlers drooping?" And it starts extending. And Koshitan was trying to like feed her like Shikasenbei, because it was one of the activities she had planned to do on stream, but she couldn't concentrate because her antlers are expanding more and more. It's extending. And then they start moving on its own, and like literally coming and like like all over like Nokotan, sorry, Shikanoko, like all over it. And the chat is saying like, "Deer antlers are intense. I heard that at Nara Park the rangers cut their antlers once a year. They keep just growing. My skin's just filled with antlers." Now this is another thing I like. This is something that I didn't know, but I'm not really surprised hearing that. So I'm assuming this is true. Like, like deer's antlers keep growing and then they have to cut it or something. Is that true? I'm not 100% sure, like I said, but I can see it being true, because I'm assuming like, obviously it's horns. I'm assuming something like your nail. Like how nails become big, you have to cut it. I'm assuming for deers, like the horns also probably extend, and you'll have to like cut it or something, or I don't know, like So I'm assuming that is true. That this is like a true, like what actually happens in real life. And Kostan sees that, and Kostan's like, all right, let's do it. She brings up like a saw or something and tries to cut off her antlers, but in the end, before doing it, the antlers itself like fall off. And that's where the chat is saying like, "Oh, this actually happens. Here we go. I'm so happy I got to see something so rare. I'm glad her antlers come off nicely. Great job, Press. Taking care of deer is rough. You were cool, One-chan, even when you were totally whiffed. Bashami is totally full now." Okay, oh, my antlers finally fell off. I was thinking it was about time. Okay, they fall off once they grow enough. Deer antlers naturally fall off even if you don't cut them. Okay, so I'm assuming these are all true. Like obviously this show jokes around with stuff and stuff, but I feel like this is true. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm assuming this is true. Or is it? I'm not really sure. I think it is true, but because it seems legitimate. Like obviously it probably doesn't extend that long. Like that was obviously exaggerated. But I'm assuming they probably go wrong, and as they said, it automatically falls off on its own. Anyways, so they don't have to cut it. Like they fall off on its own. Okay. Right. Anyways, so Bashame and Bashame and Anko, both of them are in the chat as well, and Koshtan realizes that, and Koshtan like, what the hell, like you guys were there, and then she's like, I'm not going to make any videos anymore, you know. And yeah, but the video did get popular, so they did get a little bit of club funds from there. Next part, we get to see the Cafe Sparrow, and here we have that girl, the one in the student council, her brother being like the master of the cafe, and he's like, he prides himself of being very hospitable, very like capable, and stuff like that, and he takes pride in it, and he's like, anyone like who can come in here, and I'm 100% confident that I'll be able to properly serve them. And Koshtan comes in at first, and he's like, oh, like some high school girls, fine, it's no problem. He changes the song into J-pop, I think he says, and then the Shikanoko theme song starts playing, and I'm like, what? Anyways, after that, and he's like, yeah, and like everything was okay up until then, but then Shikanoko tries to come in, the antlers get stuck. He's like, what the hell? Antlers? Like, is that a deer? Is that normal? He also remembers his sister like buying deer goods. So he's like, wait a minute, is that what is popular nowadays? Deers in here in Hino? And I love how at first the narrator was like, oh, maybe this is one of the more normal people, because all the people we see in this world, apparently they are not even perturbed by the fact there's a freaking deer walking around, like a normal human being. So the fact that this guy was surprised, the narrator was like, oh, maybe finally we got a normal person here. And then he's like, oh, maybe deers are popular here in Hino. Then of course one would visit the cafe. Immediately the narrator's like, never mind, he's not normal. Yeah, well, obviously, like, what? They're going to come to cafe, deers? Okay, right. Anyways, he's like all like fired up and everything, and he's like, okay, I'm going to show you, I'm the best host in this place, and he's like all ready. Koshtan comes in, and Koshtan is like, oh, like, can I get a coffee and stuff? And he's like, okay, like, come on, guy, like, this way, I can show you where you can sit. So he's like, he like prepared everything. He prepared water and hand towels and everything. And he's like, I'm confident that everything is going well. He looks at Shikanoko. Shikanoko's like looking around everywhere, and he's like, oh, is something the matter? Like, what's going on? It seems something is bothering you. And she's like, yeah, is there an antler rest somewhere? And he's like, what? Antler rest? And apparently they have one in the club. I love the fact when, I'm assuming when she said antler rest, he probably thought something like, oh, only the antlers, like, to keep it on something. When she takes out her whole head. He's like, bruh, like, that's more than an antler. That's your whole head. Yo. Okay, I'm assuming antler rest is basically how like in cafes and stuff, it's just like it's like hot outside, or like it's raining or something, you go in, and like the waiters or someone, like, they come in and they take your coat from you and put it on a coat handle, like a coat rest or something. Or maybe there's like a hat rack or something like that, you take out your hat and put it over there when you enter the cafe, something like that. She was expecting something like that. She was expecting to come into the cafe, take out her antler and put it on the antler rest, and then come and sit down. But she didn't get an antler rest, so she's like, there's no antler rest here, what's happening? And oh my god, the master, he's like, I'm so sorry, I should have known to keep an antler rest, and he's like, okay, don't worry, like, everything is fine, this is just the beginning, I'm sure they will be happy with the menu, and he like gives them the menu, and Koshtan is like, oh, this looks so beautiful, like, and everything is so cute, and again Shikanoko's not happy, and he's like, is there anything that is like, you're not happy about, like, what's going on? And she's like, yeah, like, there's no deer crackers here. And oh my god, he's like, no, actually there aren't any deer crackers. Again, he's like, bruh, like, how will I know to, like, I've never served a deer before. I didn't know to get deer crackers here. But he still didn't give up. He's like, you know what, I can still salvage this. You know, whatever they're going to like ask for, I'm going to do the best job to properly present it. You know, high school girls, like, even if she's a deer, she's a high school girl. She's probably going to love cute things and stuff. So you know what, let's make the parfait absolutely cute. So he like makes, like, you know, like little faces and everything on the parfait and gives it to them. And Shikanoko's like, okay, just stabs it with the fork. I love the fact that he made the little deer face. I think the inside the whole thing was like strawberries. So when Shikanoko stabs it, like, red red juice or whatever comes spouting out of it, and it seems like it's bleeding or something. That was hilarious. Oh my god. Anyways, and yeah, you know what? I agree. Like, obviously, like, even if it looks cute, at the end of the day, you'll have to eat it. So that was going to happen sooner or later. So there you go. But anyways, in the end, he's like all drained of energy, and he's like, at the end of it, he's like all like wrinkly and everything. He's like become an old man, and he's like, I'm sorry, like, I couldn't serve you guys. Here you go. Here's the bill. And and Shikanoko's like, okay, I think you're trying too hard. And she's like, relax your shoulders a little bit. Even if you're messed up, if you can sincerely face the deer that's right in front of you, that is itself is the perfect hospitality. What is this? Some kind of a shonen show? Like, like the character giving you motivation to do better? Bro. In the end, he got extremely motivated by this, and when Shikanoko and Koshitan goes out, he runs behind them, and he's like, wait guys, wait, I need to tell you something. And he's like, next time I'll prepare the most exquisite deer crackers for you, the premium ones. And she's like, yeah, I'll look forward to it. And then and the wind is blowing, and they both look at the other direction and starts walking on their own path. Koshitan is just standing in the middle, and she's like, what the hell happened here? Hello? What is this? What is this going on? Right. Yeah, and that is where it ended. Yeah, another very funny episode. So yeah, there you go. We had Koshitan and Shikanoko working together for the first two sections, where we had them try to go and do the whole deer kale thing. It failed. They tried to do the live streaming. Koshitan doesn't want to do it anymore, so that also failed. And then finally we have this whole cafe section. So yeah. Now that was today's episode number 7. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. That is it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Shikanoko Nokonoko Koshitantan. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.